Perfect. So good morning, everyone. I hope you had a great evening, great morning, and all the kids are at the school. So it's time to work. All right, so let's look at the market view as usual. That's always where I like to start my day. Oh, Matt. I think Matt is trying to fix some other bugs in the watch list, so it might affect the rest of the app, but looks like it's all good now. All right, so first thing first, let's look at the NASDAQ TLMM dashboard. So once again, we're still in an uptrend attempt for 3 days now. So let's see if we can continue on that confirmation and follow through on that trend attempt. Yeah, there's not much missing to get that full uptrend. Yeah, only that the McClellan flip above the 10-day moving average. That's all the model needs to flip to an official uptrend. So if we do have good breadth today, then we should be able to get that new uptrend confirmation. So yeah, so always like to look at the McClellan. So 3 days in a row we were positive and increasing as well each day. So this is constructive. That's what you want to see early on in a new uptrend. But we'll need to see that pick up, right? We'll need to see some good participation coming. That's not what we see right now. This is still a pretty weak participation. And if you look, I usually don't try to look at the other market, but if you look at NYSE, for example, which is kind of the broad market, you get that price uptrend, but very weak breadth with a breakdown here. So just something that I keep in mind, that the whole market is not very strong and not participating as much as we would like to see. But again, my basket of stocks is mostly the NASDAQ 100. That's what tracks my exposure and my universe of stocks the best. So that's why I use this one. So yeah, yesterday we had that July's high that we were not able to get through. But yesterday, very constructive action. We didn't make a new low, but close to a new all-time high on QQQE. So price new high. The daily structure is still rising. So price-wise, this is all good. Breadth, like I said, I would like to see some pickup and some extension showing more strength than that. We want to see the stocks above their 5 and 10-day moving average get overbought, and that's really when you get that good momentum going and easy market, right? That's not what we see right now. We're really still in a stock picker market, so there's good moves, but you see that breadth is going nowhere. So something to keep in mind as well if we see the market rolling over. Okay, next is internals. So for me, credit spread is way more important than VIX, especially in the last few months and years. More reliable in terms of signals, and I still like that weekly breakdown. Both daily and weekly are below structures, and yeah, daily might become a bit extended soon, but that's not something that I will use to get defensive. So just knowing that it's trending below daily and weekly structure is all good for me. That remains a risk on market. We have the VIX still right at the top of the 21 DMA structure and right into that mid-September spike. So yeah, maybe if we spike above that recent high, spike above the daily structure, we might have some stress test in the market. But on the other side, if we break down and can finally live below that daily structure for more than 2-3 days, we might get that nice trend going. Bitcoin, so yeah, we talked about that yesterday, and now it's looking way better. We're talking about this from last week, so I won't go into all the details that I explained yesterday morning, but essentially what I was looking is kind of a flag retesting the weekly structure, and my view that was that it needed more time, probably a higher low structure as we retested that kind of base structure and recent lows. That's what we get right now, and so far it's well supported at this level. We kind of have kind of a inverted head and shoulders being built as well. So same game plan remains. We do have the weekly setup with that higher low right into the weekly structure, but I would love to see kind of that daily structure reclaim to confirm the weekly setup. So that would be kind of the entry, a bit like right here, right? Same type of action. You get long on that day on the reclaim of the structure, and sometimes it fails. Sometimes it fails, but other times you will catch a new trend. So that's always the same thing, right? You have to think in probabilities. That's an edge, and once you get your setup, you go in and you put the trade, and you just turn off your brain and you expect nothing. Because if you tell yourself that every time that you take a trade, every time that you take a setup, it will be a massive trade and a new uptrend, it's not the proper mindset. You will have expectation breaker, and it will be hard to sell your position if needs be. So I always approach the market the same way, and the setups and the trades that I take the same ways. Okay, I have my setup. I know that I have a hedge there, meaning that over time, once I take 1,000 trades, I'm coming on top with good risk reward, and that's how I will move my account, right? So I'm not expecting to work 100%. I know that failure rate is there, it's possible, and that's how I manage my trade personally. So once you get that setup, then it fails, that's okay, it's not ready. You get that setup, it's not ready, perfect. We wait, and I got out because I was not seeing what I wanted to see late last week, and now it might set up again. So will we confirm the setup and start that new big beautiful trend to I don't know what target is circulating on X now, but yeah, we might start that trend here with the weekly setup as well, but just don't expect for things to work every time you take a trade. That was my rant, sorry. All right, so Nasdaq continued to be pretty extended, but once again the trend is up. Even if we go sideways, you can still get traction in your portfolio in this kind of market. Even a pullback to retest prior structure is very healthy and constructive, even. So don't get scared if the market pulls back. That's normal, that's expected and healthy within an uptrend, right? Market does not move in a straight line to the moon. That's not how the market moves. So get your expectation right, and even if the market pulls back, I don't know where we are, even if it's pulled back 1 or 2%, that's super healthy. I remain focused on that weekly chart, right? So big breakout, we're trending. So no idea where we will go, no idea if we get a pullback today, tomorrow, next week, in 1 month. I don't care. I have the exposure that I want. I have my exit strategies. I trim into strength, and when it's time to get out, then my position will tell me. So speaking about positions, yeah, so let's review a couple of them. So Rocket Lab, my HAD is looking good. So we had that tight range once again that we consolidated the offering news. And yesterday we had that breakout. So we broke that downtrend line. We reclaimed the entire daily structure, breakout of that range. So I like that view. Now let's see if we can hit that 2-hour target to start de-risking and reducing risk in that one. Robinhood, pretty strong action. We're breaking out above that recent high, so the trend is up and strong. Very close to a 2-hour target. That might be the first one that I take a trim today. VRT, so pretty strong move yesterday. There was the OpenAI and NVIDIA news, which kind of boosted the entire AI ecosystem group. And yeah, VRT and GEV were two of those holdings that benefits from that. So if they build more data center to feed these AI, then they will need components, which Vertiv provides. They're much integrated in the architecture of those data centers, and GEV as well. So you need to power those new servers, those new data centers. So that's why you see utilities picking up and all the integration, so components of those data center as well. So GEV looking good. So we had kind of that same wedge downtrend line breakout-ish. Still not sure where it goes, probably like this. So we had that breakout attempt, retest, shakeout, and then yesterday was probably the proper breakout. We do have that weekly reversal pivot being reclaimed, but we're still in the weekly structure. But I really like the look of that weekly chart as well. Palantir, just nothing to do. Yesterday was an inside day, pretty short-term extended, so nothing to do here apart just waiting for the daily structure to catch up, maybe build some pressure, couple days tight before we follow through. Tesla, same thing, nothing to do, just trading the weekly structure. Uber, a bit weak. It started strong but faded. I'm still trading that thing of the weekly, so nothing to do there for me. Micron, so just to remember folks, Micron has earnings tonight, so make sure to trim your position if it's not already done. Know what's the expected move if you hold a larger position. For me, I'm only down to my last third, so I'm ready to go into earnings and be patient with that position. WBD, nothing to do. Looks like the bid is not out yet. And Oklo, yeah, Oklo, pretty strong action yesterday. It was down 6-7% at some point, even 8% yesterday. Closed green, very strong, but yeah, I'm not expecting much from it at this point. Probably need time to digest, maybe some offering going out. I would not be surprised if we get an offering on Oklo after the move it had. It's a good time to raise some cash, obviously. And yeah, that's about it for my holdings. If you have specific questions about them, you can use the chat. Otherwise, let's look at the focus list that I had. So yeah, first one was Rocket Lab, so still pretty good setup. Will be a bit extended, but not there yet. We're only 0.69 times ATR from the 21 DMA and 0.82 from the 10-week moving average. So still within buy area. What I would look to play Rocket Lab is the daily reversal pivots retest. So we have an important area right here. So look for that area to be retested. That would be the breakout and backtest kind of setup. But yeah, just be careful to not buy this thing extended. It can certainly whip you out. So look for some weakness into that area. That would be a good spot. Next one, yeah, Interactive Broker. So I think that's a really nice setup. We have that big cup and handle breakout, a bit low that handle, but it is what it is. We have that base breakout, and then it went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks base as we retested the weekly structure, build higher lows on the right side, and now we have on the daily that proper range breakout and retest setup. So we have that breakout here and retest. So that's basically confirming that the breakout is holding if we get a proper daily reversal. So if we reclaim that pivot right here, yesterday's high at 64.76, then we basically reconfirm the uptrend and reconfirm the breakout of that daily structure. So really like that setup. If I have to cut something, that will probably be my go-to position. And yeah, AMD still looking good for a potential 10-week moving average pullback. We have kind of shakeout as well in that base. We have last week's high reversal pivot to play the weekly chart. That's a good spot to engage. And from the daily, you can simply trade against the 21 DMA structure reclaim and that recent high pivot as well. That would be kind of the spot to engage, in my opinion. I have and we have Micron earnings tonight, so keep that in mind as well with AMD. That might move the whole sector. So if you do go for AMD, just make sure that you have the proper cushion at the end of the day, or simply treat it as a day trade. But yeah, I think Interactive Brokers is looking better right now today. So game plan for me today is really to same thing. I'm getting pretty boring, right? In the sense that I don't do much. I did have the exposure that I wanted pretty early on the anticipation setup. I do have a very good cushion in my portfolio, so my game is really to just wait, trim into strength, not go for new fresh setups, because usually that's where I tend to chop myself and just pick later names and lagger names that set up a bit later in the trend, and these tend to fail a bit more. So I just want to make sure that I play this market cycle right. I don't chop myself, and the way to do it is really to hold on new trades, and I'm already fully exposed and on margin anyway, so I'm good with the exposure that I have, and just remain patient with my exposure. So all right, RDDT, let's take a first question. So yeah, RDDT is in the daily scan. It's retesting that structure right here. I kind of and I checked it last night before. I was not sure if I would include it in the focus list, but those two kind of big candles down being bought are a bit hard to me. That puts me off. And when I'll look at the weekly, I'm kind of not sure if it's fully ready with yesterday's kind of reversal and that bar last week. So yeah, I'm not fully convinced that it's ready. Maybe it needs kind of a two-leg down move that would retest that daily structure and provide some kind of higher low. Yeah, it seems that this structure is retested a bit too much. 1, 2, 3, and each time it's pretty violent, and now we're not bouncing very hard. So you can play yesterday's high reversal pivot for some kind of confirmation, but overall I'm just not so sure about that recent day's action. Pleasure, guys. Is there any other questions? TEM, yeah. TEM. That's a nasty one to trade. Yeah, to be honest, this one you have to buy on weakness. I still love the weekly chart, right? I think we have a proper longer term IPO based breakout, which is very bullish and very good to see. But yeah, yesterday's a lot of volatility. That news was faded. I would look for more tight action before playing this. I'm not a big fan of trying to catch that kind of knife. Look for how it reacts in that area. It could set up some kind of tight price action in the next few days, give you kind of a low cheat range to play against. But yeah, until then, I think the weekly chart is still looking good. So if you're already in the trade, I think it was kind of a proper potential resistance, right? It was February high, so clearly it was sold into, and I would treat that because the chart still looks good, right? So I would still treat that as a potential fail breakout and a reset. So look for that reset and for that second mouse to get the cheese. But yeah, might need more time to set up. CLS, yeah, very strong chart. That's really a high tide flag right there, right? That's not what I'm playing. It's not my style to play those, but I know they can be pretty powerful, and that's definitely a leader. So yeah, if you have a system to manage your risk with that kind of setup, it's looking good. 3 weeks tight. That weekly chart is looking like it wants to go higher. But once again, it's not for me, for my style, as I play against the 21 DME structure. Uh, yeah, it's still looking good. You're right. We still have that higher low structure, so we didn't give up that base constructive structure. We have that weekly reversal. So last week's high as the reversal pivot to confirm the potential continuation. So you can play this pivot or of the daily. So like you said, it's pretty choppy and a bit lagging, but you can play kind of the new high here on the daily. That would be the 21 DMA structure reclaim as well. So that would be a good spot to kind of test that longer weekly base and see if Netflix can catch up with the rest of the market. Ooh, Enphase. So the question is, how would you approach setups like ENPH? How would I approach that? Yeah, I would not touch this personally, but it's me. All right, so I know that it's enticing to kind of get the low. So you want to catch that, right? When you look at these things, that's what you want to catch, right? But you're forgetting about this and this and this. So I have a system that puts me in the leading stocks. So during that period, that would have been, and it was. I traded Enphase a lot during COVID and during that period, and it was a leading stock. It was proving to give good entries. It was leading, showing good relative strength, and I was all over it. But it's simply not my type to go for that reversal attempt. So yes, we have that proper weekly structure reclaim, but it's a lagging name in a lagging sector. Yes, it showed strength recently, but yeah, it can. I'm saying this, and I can see the stock do well and maybe shoot higher, but again, it all comes down to what you expect as your for your trading, right? Are you in this to catch maybe I don't know, a swing trade of 20-25%, and then the stock stalls and the sector continue to lag, and then it fails and it rolls over, a bit like this, a bit like these. If that's your style, then perfect, go for it. You have that daily reclaim and retest and breakout, so it's looking like it can go. But I'm always asking myself, if I put myself in a name that can trend, can I have a position trade of that position? Can I be able to ride the entire bull market in what proves to be kind of the leading of that market cycle? That's always in the back of my mind, and that's always why I take a trade at the first time and why I ignore those names. It's all built in my scans now, but yeah, when I see that kind of chart, I'm just asking myself, does it have the potential to be a leader and give me a good multi-week and month trades? If the answer is no, then it's not for me. Oh man, I don't even have to put up the chart for Rubrik. That thing is a mess. It's on my blacklist, by the way. I've been chopped too many times on that thing. Yeah, I mean, okay. Here's another lesson that I had to get a lot of losses to learn. Look at the stock, right? Look at the character of the stock. So go left on the chart and look how it trades. Does it trend? Does it chop? Does it spike and fade? What's the character of the stock? So if the character of that stock is very choppy, like this one is, then why would it change just because you take the trade? So it just comes back to my mindset and philosophy of trying to put myself in the names that can give me multi-weeks and months of trend and leading the market cycle. And I'm not expecting that if I take the trade in this just because there's a setup, that it will start to trend beautifully out of the blue just by magic. So yeah, right now Rubrik is a no-go for me, just simply because it's a choppy one, and it will be hard to trade. It's already super hard to trade. So if you want to at least make your life easier, try to trade good trending and leading stocks. You will be a lot better and increase your win rate a lot by trading those kind of names. What is CIF Symphony Financial? Okay, didn't know them. I'm surprised I didn't see this. Oh yeah, I adjusted my my criteria. So yeah, it's kind of the same pattern, but not the same. But yeah, it looks good. Oh yeah, a bit low on the ATR, so 2.29 ATR, so a bit slow mover. It's definitely kind of choppy in that recent few days. So make sure to, if you want to engage, just make sure that you get some kind of proper entry on weakness. You don't want to buy the top of the range, but the low of the range in the 21 DMA structure might be a better spot to manage your risk and be able to have some cushion as it's faded. It fades a lot in the top of the range. Great. All right, so guys, 9:28, 2 minutes until market open. So I wish everyone a very good day. Try to be patient. Try to be patient with your position or with your exposure. And yeah, let's assess at the end of the day how this trend is potentially morphing into more confirmation. Or if we remain weak and just a really focused stock picking market. But anyway, I'm just following my rules, trimming into strength, getting out when I don't have the structure confirmation anymore. And yeah, let's see where this market goes. So have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Cheers. Thanks, guys, for the good day wishes. Bye-bye.